This is Car Guys Talk with Andrew and Tavarish.
You have to pick a hybrid to modify.
Ooh, okay.
And what would you do to it and why?
I have the perfect...
So do I. On the count of three, we say what hybrid we want to do. 1, 2, 3.
Insight.
CRZ. What?
I was Insight.
Insight.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Insight.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. So the Honda Insight was the original sort of small... It was a hatchback 3-door type thing, and it was made for... no, that's not what I'm looking for. Honda Insight. I'm looking at the Space Probe or something. So Honda Insight, this was it. Mm-hmm. It looked great.
It still does.
It still does. It holds up pretty good. And this was what, like early 2000s,
And
something like that?
it has the cool wheels.
Yes. So it has really futuristic. Like you could put this in. You could put this in Back to the Future too.
Yeah, it's like a Blade Runner movie or something.
Yeah, exactly. So the reason why is you can actually do a lot of modification to this car.
Oh yeah, I know they make like super and turbocharger kits for these things. And
Not even that. Like I would make this super efficient. Like because that's what this.
Oh,
was
you
made
want to go
for.
like the really boring route? Gotcha.
No, not the really boring route because this is. I think, well, you can make this relatively easily into a plug-in hybrid. All you need is like basic computer parts. So you can get like a computer power supply and you can hotwire this thing essentially to be a plug-in hybrid. Also, they made these in manual.
Yes.
What's really good about this car is that it's also very light. And the motor is separate from the electric portion is separate from the motor itself. So if your electric portion dies, like your electric motor dies, you can still drive the car. The Prius, you can't do that. Like
Right.
the car just stays. So in this car, it's not as refined as the Prius in terms of the
Technology.
The technology.
Well, it's
and
an earlier car.
Yeah, it's definitely an early car, but it's like kind of a bare bones. What can we get people into the hybrid market? What does that look like? So I really like the way this looks. You can actually, you could put a K swap in here.
That's why I said CRZ.
CRZ would be great. Actually, I'd love to do a CRZ K swap.
I have a friend in Jacksonville that has one.
Really?
Yep. And it's a girl.
I bet that thing drives really nicely. The CRZ is, here's the thing. It was one of the worst reviewed cars.
It's abysmally slow.
It's very slow. It wasn't fun to drive, but it looks so good.
It really does. It's a new CRX basically.
Yeah, and it's just, well, first of all, the name is pretty good too. CRZ, crazy. Yeah. Like it's nice. But I love the way this car looks, and putting a K24 swap in here would be the perfect thing to do.
Agreed.
They made manual versions of this.
Yep.
And I think that putting in that abysmal drivetrain was just. Look, the 2016 Honda CRZ, it looks great, man.
I almost got one of these when I was looking before I got the Focus. I went and test drove one.
Yeah,
I quickly realized that it was terrible.
This is not gone the way I thought. Dude, this looks really good. And this is a sort of bare bones economy car.
It is.
And I would definitely get one. I think this one is a Mugen. This is a Mugen RZ. And it looks really nice. It has these not fender flares. It has like the lower
Arrow
stuff.
Arrow.
Yeah, it has some better wheels, and it just looks more aggressive. And it has this wing in the back. Really awesome looking car.
Looks aggressive. Does 0 to 60 in 12 seconds.
12 seconds is pretty fast for 1964. But yeah, dude. Like I think a K swap. Ooh, look at this thing.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you're a tiny picture.
Look up, scroll up, and
all right, check this out. So this is Honda tuning, and this thing is lowered. It looks like it has like a
buddy clubs on there. Those wheels are buddy clubs, I think.
Maybe, yeah, something like that. Maybe like some Volks or Rays or something. And it has a diffuser and looks all sorts of nice. It looks like it has a blue exhaust type thing going on. I'm not doing very good for our audio listeners, but it's a CRZ. It's black. It has some stickers. It looks like Fast and Furious type stuff, like Need for Speed, and it looks really nice.
It looks proper. It looks good.
It definitely looks nice. So I think it's. I would definitely do that if I were to go hybrid, or I would get a Prius. And well, does it have to stay hybrid?
No, that's why I said CRZ.
Oh, so if
do a
it,
case swap.
I mean, if it had to say hybrid, I would just say Insight.
Sure.
Because then you could just have fun with it. Prius, I think people are warming up to that car. And I think it's gotten a bad rap just because it's slow but like there's legitimately a lot of really cool technology in that car.
Yes, there is.
And they drive nicer than they have any right to drive. Like they actually drive really
I'm going
nicely.
to disagree with that part.
Why?
But
that is a lie.
that's not a lie. I disagree. But yeah, of course, like I'm sure by now that most everybody has seen the Prius IRT8. It's the Prius with a Hellcat motor in it.
I believe I have, but okay. So but that takes away the point of the whole of the hybrid thing.
I know, that's why I love it. It defiles the
environmentally
friendly purpose.
Yeah, this is America in a
Merc.
This you know what this is? This is Donald Trump the car.
Yes. Yep.
This is Donald Trump the car. It's kind of like a New York veneer and a heart of pure carbon.
Clean coal.
Yeah, a heart of clean coal. That's what we got. It's a supercharged SRT8.
Yeah, it's a Hellcat.
Hemi
Yeah.
and a Hellcat. Wow.
Yep.
That's real tight in there.
Yes, it is.
Wow. And I guess they back half this thing and it has these drag slicks and just it's crazy. So it has a bald eagle decal on the side with
It's matte green.
Yeah, it's army green. It's on the back says weapon of mass consumption.
Yep.
This car is green, of course. Okay, fixed in the USA. All right. So I get this. This is a joke. This is not I'm going to take my Prius and I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it into a better car. Like this is just a company that wants to make a name for themselves. Like actually Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Oh yeah, I love them.
They just made a Prius with a Gatling gun on the top.
Yes.
And it was like something like, why do we get a Prius? It's like, because Raptors are expensive.
Yep.
And like that's.
Have you seen the aftermath of them firing the gun and the shells just totally destroyed the windshield?
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Let me see. What's that called? Black Rifle Coffee Prius, right? Yeah. So it's I get.
You're not typing.
I'm not typing. You see, I have to reach all the way over everything.
It's a tough life you have.
It is. We're about to get demonetized because black. We can't say the R word. We have to say
a Blickriffle.
Blickriffle Coffee Prius. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. And there we are. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh no. Okay. Let's take another look. I'm sorry. I am horrible at looking these things up. So take a look at this. This is called the Prius Vulcan. And it's just basically a Prius that they strapped a Gatling gun onto. This is a gun that they use on a fighter jet. And apparently it's like $2,700 a minute or something to shoot.
Yes.
Because it shoots something like 6,000 rounds in it. But it's like each round is like $27. So it's here they're doing a burnout. The guy's holding a jack and they're watering it. That's the only way it'll do it. But this is pretty cool. I like this. It's a very simple build, but this is a novelty build. Nobody's gonna drive a car like this unless you live in Florida, in which you could probably just drive a car like this.
I would
daily it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The money that I save on gasoline I can use to buy rounds.
You could, but well, would this be considered open carry? Like you can't like take a Gatling gun, but if it's attached to your car, I'm sorry, it's not a tank, it's a Prius, okay? They didn't say that I couldn't drive I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Like cop tries to pull you over, you like slow down and get behind him.
You just see the gun.
Sir,
just
you pull the car in front of me.
Doing a 180.
We pull the car in front of me. Now I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
Ooh. It's just like Just warming up. Okay, that's enough of that. But I'd like to get a Prius, and then maybe I don't know what can you do with a Prius? I don't think you could do.
You can throw it away.
I'm gonna get a Prius, and then you're gonna drive it, and you're gonna be like, you know what? This is a good car.
No, I've done plenty of driving in a Prius before.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's your Prius story?
It just belonged to my cousin. We were she and I were driving up to the Panhandle on a road trip, and it was like 5-hour drive. And
So did you did you floor it to hear the gas engine come into life?
I went over 100 miles an hour in that car.
That is, how long did you have it floored?
I don't remember. It was a while.
Yeah, it was a while. It's not gonna get there quickly.
No.
But around town, it's actually not bad. I mean, you can do electric only, which is good. And then when you need some more juice, you just
the thought is just making me tired.